I stopped to photograph this puzzle. I'm off into the darkness again in the wee hours of the early morning, trying to get up into Grand Teton National Park well before sunrise, so in case there's beautiful clouds, I can be ready to go. I will be looking for elk and pretty sunrise. And anything else. Bears would be great, owls would be great, anything really. But elk are a good probability this time of year. The rut is on. And I'm going. So while I'm driving this morning, I'm going to put on a little podcast. Today will be a Tim Ferriss podcast. Love Tim Ferriss. And it will be about ways to improve your sleep quality. Seems like something I need, as I've been up for an hour and it's currently over an hour before sunrise, so a little extra sleep quality might be good for me. So looking forward to that podcast during the drive this morning while in the just pitch dark out, and hopefully I start to see some partly cloudy skies that might light up in beautiful colors as the sun comes up. So let's go see what we find this morning. First photograph of the morning. I pulled over to take a picture of this puddle. I have no idea why, but it looked like it wanted to have its picture taken this morning. So now that it's gotten a little bit brighter, I can see that there are zero clouds in the sky. So there's some elk bugling out there. But anyway, sunrise, a cloudy, spectacular, colorful sunrise isn't going to happen. So now I'm going to mostly be looking for wildlife and other little intimate landscape kind of projects. So I'm going to keep cruising around as the light comes up here, see what catches my eye, besides that puddle. Okay, I'm at Jackson Lake Dam. I pulled over real quick to take advantage of this purple light and the fog over Jackson Lake. I'm going to shoot at ISO 100 f4, and because I'm on the move really quick, I'm going to have VR on my lens, and I'm just going to shoot it handheld, and I'll get like a 20th of a second, which will be fine. Which will be super sharp, great photo here. Check the sharpness. Dead nut sharp. It's beautiful. The color's already just fading in just a few seconds. But this fog bank is a nice substitute because there's no clouds. That's kind of blah and boring. But I had nice color in the sky there, and then this fog bank really softens up the water and gets just a tiny bit of reflection in the water. So it actually turned out a little bit better than I was expecting for sunrise. But looking this way, there's fog down low. Hopefully there's some elk down there that I can look for. And the sun should be coming up here in about 10 minutes. So far, a beautiful morning. Cold though, like 28 degrees right now. No problem. We're good. Yeah, so some river otters are out there fishing this morning, right out there in the fog. hard to see right here and too far away to photograph, but it was good to see them. I'm going to keep moving. So far, elk photography hasn't panned out, but I'm not going to give up yet. The sun is just about to crest the horizon here, kind of light everything up, so maybe the elk will start moving around and headed for the timber and I'll bump into something nice. Fog's beautiful, river otters out there, and hopefully some more elk and maybe a bear if I'm super lucky today. I'm going to be on the lookout, always. Well, I'm happy to say I found a grizzly this morning. It's quite a ways away, and it's up in some really tall, gnarly grass, kind of like this stuff. I mean, some of this stuff's as tall as me. So, I'm not real hopeful that I'll get a good photograph, because it's going to need to like stand up or something in order to be very visible in this grass. But I'm going to hang out here and watch it anyways. It's just always such a great experience to see a wild grizzly bear. So I'm going to hang here and maybe I'll get lucky with a photograph. Probably not, but it's worth a try, and it's just cool to be out here alone with a grizzly bear. Just observe it and watch it do its thing. Pretty neat. Spent about an hour, maybe an hour and a half with that grizzly bear, and actually it turned out to be two grizzly bears, but one of them was visible the whole time, but barely. It was in that real deep shoulder high grass, so really almost impossible to photograph unless it really stood up or really gets its head up above the grass and you can get a clear shot of its head. But otherwise its head was buried in the dirt digging and below all the weeds. So photography was, not that great. Awesome to see a grizzly bear out there. Love seeing grizzlies in the wild. There were some people there that had never seen a wild grizzly bear before, so they showed up and they had a great morning. That was their first ever, and it's a really powerful experience. So that was cool. I did make some photos with the infrared camera and just kind of still playing with that, learning how that works. And I think that's a situation where it will work well because the light's really harsh. It's in vegetation, so all that vegetation turns white, and then the bear is very dark in there as well. So I could actually see a little bit more of the bear because of the contrast of that infrared. So I'll have to look through those on the big screen on my computer when I get home and see how those look. But I think those will be better than anything I shot with the normal camera. Anyway, that was it. Awesome morning, and sunrise was beautiful to be out here. I made some nice photos, had a great time, and now got about a 45-minute drive to get home.